What's good, YouTube? It's your boy AD.
KO.
Mc.K.
And this is our channel where we say what we think.
But don't take it too serious.
Because
we might be wrong. But yeah. I guess so. Yeah, May is Mental Health Awareness. But I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Did you know
I think I knew that, but I ain't really pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Mental health, man, it's serious.
That's another thing was like we gotta focus on like our mental health.
Depression, fucking.
Because we were taught like not to speak, suppress shit, hold on to it. Men ain't supposed to cry.
Emotional intelligence.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like everything, bro. Our traumas, our past traumas, anything that stems from childhood, it's like I feel like it's better to talk about it and get it out. If if some people need a therapist, some people are able to, read a book, or some people are able to, work on themselves in other ways, have other people to talk to, right? I think it's super important, especially because you see it now, like people going out and doing some crazy shit, bro. Like all from hatred, something that stems deep, or just being a straight up idiot, you know what I mean? And all that shit could be prevented, if you really just seek, help, really.
Well, let's talk about where it stems from, because for the longest time, I thought therapy was like, I didn't need therapy. I thought it was lame. I thought it was for women. So I'm too manly.
I thought you had to be like fucked up to get therapy. Like that's what I used to think. Like, you got to be fucked up to get I thought when I was a kid I used to think like you had to be like worse or worse like to get like therapy. But yeah, that's just what
But you don't need.
But you don't. Yeah.
You just need the slightest issue and you should be able to talk.
Sometimes I just need to vent.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to vent.
That's what I'm saying.
Talk back. I don't need a solution, all that stuff. I just need to get it all out.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's better to just, bro. It's better to just get it out. You know what I mean?
I don't know, but when I was younger, bro, I was kind of afraid to talk to my parents about certain things. I wasn't talking about everything. I didn't really have that relationship. I kind of did. Like they opened the door, like my mom, but not my dad. They will open the door for me to have that. You could tell me anything, but. I really didn't tell them everything.
I had that too. Yeah, my mom opened the door for me for that.
But did you tell her everything?
Nah.
You ain't tell her everything?
Yeah, no, not at all.
Not even my dad. I didn't tell my dad.
Yeah. Nah, I didn't. Yeah, I mean, high school for me, it became like my friend group was like.
Yeah, you talk to your friends about shit.
Yeah, it was like my friend group, and we was just doing like drugs and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like we all became close from and not all my friend group, but like a lot of us became like bonds, like brotherhood bonds, because it was like all of us, whatever we're dealing with, we all had each other type of shit. It was like our own family, you know what I mean?
As I got older.
Yeah.
I told my mom everything and all this stuff. Once I hit that senior year of high school, about to graduate and all this stuff, then it started going down.
Yeah.
So I was like, I ain't gonna tell my mom this, whatever.
Yeah, now me and my mom talk about everything. Like I open up about whatever. We talk about. Yeah, me too. I told my mom hey. Yeah, I told mom I said yeah. I used to tell all the time. I was like, when I said my homie Jack, I said, you remember I used to go to Jacker's house? Yeah, half the time I was never there. Yeah. I was doing drugs. Yeah, I was doing ecstasy and shit.
My sister, and my mom be like, "What was this?" But, oh yeah, I told you I was somewhere.
Dude, my mom would be like, no, she'd be like really, Brian, what are you doing? I was like, Mom, I'm literally alive and completely sober now. She'd be worried and shit. I'm like, Mom, you're worried about something that I'm telling you a story from
years ago,
over 10 years ago. Yeah.
That reminds me of them TikTok videos when they in there, they get their mom and they be like, we listen but we don't judge, and then they telling them all the crazy shit they used to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes I be telling stories I
be telling mama some crazy shit.
Sometimes my brother would know, and I'm talking to my brother. And my mom be sitting right there, but remember this time? She be like, "What was this?" And you be like, "Oh shit, this we was like, we was at school. We told you was at school."
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
But they be sitting there worried and shit, like it happened, like we're doing this shit right now. And I'm like, Mom, this is a story from way back then. I'm a square now. Trust me, I don't do none of this shit no more.
I don't do none of that shit no more. It's just when you're young now, when you get older.
Yeah, for real.
None of that shit. I'm cooler now.
That shit funny, but it's true though. It's I think opening up ultimately, and they even say too, even just to get that, if you got to cry, get it out.
But there's a stigma, how do we address the stigma?
I haven't cried in a long time. Movies could get me there somehow.
How do we address the stigma in men that you can be emotional, you can be vulnerable, you can express your emotions?
I think if they
men, or you talk by yourself,
most men think it's you soft if you
you soft
if you opening up,
and you a bitch. You a bitch, man.
We just gotta keep it
I think if people understand that you're a lot stronger when you're are tapped in with your emotions, and have emotional like intelligence. Yeah, like I think it's a lot. You're a much stronger man if you can tap in, right?
Yeah.
And I think if most, especially younger generation or our brothers in the streets, et cetera, et cetera, if they knew that tough guy shit, bro, you'll be a much better man if you actually sat down with yourself and cried. Like, get it out.
But okay, when you say cry and all that stuff by yourself, and are you talking about by yourself, or are you talking about talking to a therapist?
It could be with a therapist. It could be like, bro, if you or just to talk to somebody, bro. Like, because people suppress. I mean, if you have that relationship with them, like if you're
you gotta have a mature woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, like I'm not saying like yeah, like don't be like if it's like a month.
Someone will call you soft. Some women will call you soft, and that's why a lot of men don't open up to women.
And that's the sad part because that's not a real woman you should have by you. That's a red flag immediately if she call you soft because you're trying to get your emotions out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's why a lot
what happens if I die because of that shit?
That's why a lot of men don't open up.
And that's sad though. Like it's sad. That's like.
That's one thing
but I think if men knew like that you are a stronger man, you know what I mean. If you can tap into your emotions, you know what I mean, and be able to control it and be able to really like you said, speak about things. If you could get the shout, because so many men suppress everything that they don't even and I think it's not even just suppressing that. I feel like a lot of them feel like they're just not being heard either. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you said, in relationships too. You know what I mean? Like I'm not being heard. Sometimes so what's the point?
Expressing myself or tell somebody something,
right?
And they're not really listening, or they not digging deep like I need them to, or like listen.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to tell you something again.
Right.
And then I'm just laughing off. I'm like, yeah, you right, blah, blah, blah. But sometimes I'll be really. There was one time I was talking to my mom. And my sister was always there, so she know. And I was talking to my mom. I was really trying to let her know like I was going through something. And I guess she had to work or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it, bro. But I was really trying to tell her something. Like,
and that's the thing. It's like when you don't get what you need back, rest in peace. So,
yeah, right. You good.
But like that's like when you want something back. But that's when it might be a point where it's like a therapist might be better because sometimes I've even heard where it's like sometimes it's better to talk to someone who has no ties into your life, no bias. They don't know anything about you, and that's their career. That's their job is to unlock that. Right, because sometimes you don't even realize what you're unlocking in your brain is you're opening up these pathways now that you didn't realize, or something that you're like, damn, I didn't even know that. Like you just, you know what I mean? But that's the whole sole purpose, and the job is to unlock that and get that out of you to where now going back to where you can serve your purpose. You'll be more fulfilled as a man, and now you can serve a higher purpose. Yeah. You know what I mean?
What about the people in the hood who battling like gang violence and
you see,
toxic masculinity?
That's what I'm saying. It's tough.
They don't have therapists. They don't have access to therapy. They don't have like people to open up to. People, How do they combat that?
That's the tough part. I feel like I'm not gonna say nothing on that because I don't have the answers, and I might be wrong. But I'm pray. Yeah, definitely. I would say tap in if you it's some way into your spirituality. Like if it's the Bible, if it's whatever the Quran or whatever you're into. Find some type of outlet. If that's exercise, what passion do you have? Is it writing? So for me, writing lyrics and stuff was therapeutic because it was all about my life, right? Yeah. So for me, that was where I found my therapy is just getting it out on my notes. Like if I could just write out my thoughts and what I see, how life is. I think if you could find some type of outlet, I would only say like I feel like for us, if we found someone who's been through that whole, like deep in like
a mentor.
Yeah, who is now mentoring people. It would be dope to have a sit down, maybe have them on the podcast, so we can ask that same question. Mm-hmm. How did you do it? What do you what do you say to these young men who are in the streets right now? Because I feel like that I'm not gonna say nothing because I'd rather talk to someone who's been through that. Like I'm talking about really in the turf for real, and is out of it and giving back and mentoring young guys who are in that and trying to get them out. If we could find, if we could talk to
somebody,
that would be dope.
I think I think you also gotta open your mind more.
I'm sure I could find someone who could do that. Like
you gotta.
I know some people.
People in the hood, the guys in the hood who dealing with this toxic masculinity and like gun violence. And you don't know how to express yourself. You don't know how to express your emotions. You really gotta open your mind up some more.
But then it's like, where do you start? If you don't have nobody to show you those ropes,
you really got to start with yourself. Like
I agree, but that's easier said than done. It's true. You know what I mean? Like how do you
I don't know, the way we have technology.
You got to get up out your
like
environment.
You find something.
If your environment is toxic, you got to find different environments.
Yeah, but that's another distraction with technology. We have everything in the palm of our hands, but there's so much out there that where do you begin?
Eventually, you're gonna come across something.
I agree.
Eventually, you're gonna look at something and all that stuff. Like sometimes when I'm at night, whatever, I don't know if this is just the algorithm or something like that. But sometimes you scroll that night, it'd be like a bunch of negative things and all that stuff, and then one positive thing come up where it be talk about God or something like that. And if you're really like into it, you really want to change it, you'll press that video and then it'll lead you to others.
Right.
Thing you press on the video, your algorithm will change, those videos will pop up and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So you're eventually going to come across something or someone's going to say something in the video or this video.
I agree.
So no matter what, there's something on there.
And if you're looking for a sign from God, God will put that sign there.
Yeah, exactly.
You just have to make sure and you guys got to make sure you're aware of paying attention.
Yeah.
Because like you said, at night, you're scrolling, all of a sudden you see, all these different videos, basketball highlights, blah, blah, and all of a sudden it's like, listen to this, if you're feeling this way or whatever.
Don't scroll right now. Let me pray for you real quick.
Yeah. So, but that could be the sign right there. Is like you had 100 videos and all of a sudden, why did this one pop up?
Yeah.
That could be that sign where God just put that there for you, but you have to be aware of those signs too, though. You know what I mean? He's gonna do everything for you, but you gotta walk through that door too,
Back to what he was saying about praying, you got to pray for guidance and you got to pray for discernment and discipline.
That's deep.
You got to pray for negativity too. I learned that. This is something I learned recently. Because no matter what you do, there's every positive reaction, there's a negative reaction. So just pray that you can get through the negative as well, in my opinion. Because everybody prays for the good, but they never pray for the bad nor either. People wish for the rain, but you got to go through the mud too. You know what
I always say to myself, my positive thoughts outweigh my negative thoughts.
That's good.
You gotta you really gotta talk to yourself, like rewire your brain. That's a big part of it.
I just watched a video about
rewiring your brain.
Yeah, that could be tough
to think positive because it's real easy to think negative. And think that you don't have enough and think that you're not good enough and but once you start rewiring your brain to think abundantly and realize how powerful you are, that's the biggest part of it, bro.
Nah, that's real.
Because your mind is your reality, bro.
Yeah, that's real.
I just watched this video by Phil Kofer and all this stuff called Listen. And if y'all want to watch it, go watch that joint. But it just came out and all this stuff yesterday. And what the video basically was about consciousness. The reason why we have consciousness is you talking to yourself. And then what's in front of your consciousness is your ego. Your ego is blocking your consciousness. So in order to get past that and all that stuff, your consciousness and all that, you're supposed to speak to yourself positive and everything like that, whatever. And that's going to wither away any negativity things and all about yourself, and you just focus on yourself. So it was a whole video about that joint, and I thought that was amazing.
Y'all ever seen that experiment? That Japanese scientist, he put the negative words on this glass of water, and then he put positive words on the glass of water.
Yeah,
it's like a petri dish or something like that. And the words with the petri dish with the negative words got real moldy and ugly.
Oh damn!
And
I seen someone do that with an apple.
The petri dish with the positive words stayed clear.
Damn.
So how you talk to yourself, bring it to you.
Words are spells, bro.
No, yeah. That's why they call it spelling.
It's called cursing.
Ooh, yeah. I didn't even think about that one. I gotta give you that one. Bro. Cursing.
Everything you speak.
That's not witchcraft.
It's coming to fruition in your life. You manifesting every time you speak, man. Everything you think, bro. You're manifesting.
Man.
So every time you say I can't do something, you're not gonna be able to do it, bro.
Let me give him an explosion. Let me give him an explosion for that, bro. Let me give him a Jada kiss too, man. Let me give you a Jada kiss for that, bro. That was good.
That's what's called cursing. Look out.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
That shit crazy.
You'd be surprised, bro. A lot of the words we use now, if we don't pay attention, like morning, Monday. Morning.
Right.
Morning. Somebody.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
My dad don't like saying good morning.
Yeah.
He likes saying just hi.
Right. Yeah. Good morning.
So there's a lot of stuff about words that we don't know.
Damn.
It's crazy. Yeah.
That's crazy. I gotta start watching that shit.
And the music you listening to.
That's a fact.
With music, yes. Could you ever listen to for example, we was just talking about this not so long ago. The Michael Jackson. You hear Michael Jackson's song, and I'm dancing to work. The beat, all that stuff, the flow, everything. And then you'll listen to a negative song or something like that, like a drill song.
Ready to kill
now
somebody.
you mad. Yeah.
Right.
You at work.
That's
these niggas, bro.
Black forces on and shit.
Yeah,
I'm
like,
ready.
yo, bro.
Yeah.
And so it switches your mood.
And niggas tapping me wrong today. I'm slapping
everybody,
them in the face.
Yo, bro.
Yeah.
So it's stuff like
That's
that.
the decibel.
Step to me correctly.
That's tone.
The frequencies.
The frequencies. Yeah. No, it's a fact.
I
The
think it's called
frequency.
the phantom frequency. Like the 808s is like the phantom frequency.
Yeah. Kanye spoke about that shit too. Yeah.
He said those low frequencies is gonna cause dissonance.
Yeah, it be keeping us fucked up, bro.
And the high frequencies.
And that's why I'm saying, like, when you're in the clubs, bro, and you see motherfuckers get all fucked up and they start fighting and shit, bro, that's a big, that, because you got alcohol in your system now, too.
Yeah.
You don't even know how to handle that. You hyped. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like shit.
Sometimes we be in the club, we be chilling, and somebody bump into a nigga.
Like, nigga,
and
what
they
you
be talking shit.
Yeah.
We did that a few times.
But it's
That
like,
was called with that nigga.
but that's what, but it's like,
Bumping
but
the alley.
yeah, but you gotta just, sometimes, bro, it's better to walk away.
Yeah.
That's what we did. And it should
I don't like no words.
Think before you act.
No, it's 100% true. Think before you act.
We
Yeah.
reacted.
Yeah.
Because he hit us with the fuck you nigga. Da-da-da-da, with
Because-
Alex. Oh, we
bro,
reacted.
because laws,
Girl,
bro,
we was drunk. We was
It's not worth it.
laws are scary, bro, especially in California and stuff like that, or like certain fights, like self-defense. A lot of times, though, like you can get away with certain things, but a lot of shit's out the window. If someone bumped into you, right, you turn around, retaliate. Now you fight. If you punch dude and he hit the floor wrong and now he's dead,
Yeah.
you going to jail,
Not
bro.
even all that. If I hit him first, whatever, I look like I'm the aggressor.
And
Well, yeah,
also-
aggressive
off the
too.
street.
But I'm
They
saying,
don't
but
know
I'm
that
saying,
nigga
if he was pushing you, punched you, but you still okay, now he hit me, he did all the shit, pushed my girl, whatever. But you knocked him out, he hit the wall, and then
dead.
the wrong way, and he's dead.
Voluntarily
You're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All
That's
because of
A lot of people that
just walk away, bro.
combat,
Yeah.
they can't fight people.
Yeah.
Your hands are registered as a
Bro, I'm telling you.
registered weapon.
Yeah, and for me, bro, call me a bitch, call me whatever, bro. Like, unless you hit a woman or something like that, that's when I'll step in. But if you're doing something specifically to me, I'm cool, bro. I'll walk away because
No,
to
you
me,
call me whatever.
it's just not worth it,
That
bro.
remind me
It's
of
just
when
not
I
worth
played
it.
something
And we're all grown men, bro. Like, if you're not a boxer, you're not like an MMA, you're not really like you said, combat training. Like, why am I here? Why am I fighting?
That remind me of One Piece
Like,
when Shanks was in the bar and they was like
yeah,
drinks on-
and they know he's the strongest one in the
bar, bro.
in the bar,
And
bro.
He wasn't doing anything. He was just laughing.
Never-
Yeah,
He was just laughing.
That remind me of Superman. Like they'd be making fun of him. I think one of these old shit, they'll be
Yeah.
making fun of him, push him and all that stuff. He's the strongest one.
But
Everybody in here.
imagine if Shanks Superman, imagine they didn't give a fuck
Mm-hmm.
what they could do to like everyone who said, you know what, fuck, I'm done. All y'all talking shit. Superman about to go, I'm about to fuck up this whole entire, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like that's what I mean from that strength. Imagine of all the black men in the hood and all that stuff like that. Like that strength that we really have, if we were able to like that switch that we
Harness
have,
it.
yes. Bro, you don't have to turn that like
could
you know
create-
turn that switch on in a different way, bro.
Yeah.
Like in a way to where you're protecting your community now, the kids. You're creating something.
Yeah.
Transmute it.
A different switch. Now we're protecting what we built, not protecting a block that's owned by a white man.
Yeah. I don't like that part. Like this, my block.
That's what I'm saying. Like you don't own it.
As soon as they want to kick everybody out, we gone. Like it's so.
I'm telling you, bro. So it's like I feel like
that part.
that's a great analogy that you said with Shanks, bro. Shout out to our hold on, you know what I'm saying? I got Zoro on the short. This shit is Zoro, you know what I mean?
Anime or anything
Yeah,
like that.
this is from One
but this-
Piece right here, you know what I mean? So yeah.
They're gonna put me on some stuff. We're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna do a bunch of shit.
Yeah, but that's a great analogy. Cause that's true, bro. It's like you gotta just let shit. Something's wrong with that guy. He's going through something.
What did Uncle Ben
I'm comfortable with myself. You can say whatever, because none of that shit, all that shit is deflecting off of me.
What did Uncle-
But you going with something. Clearly, you going with something.
What did Uncle Ben say on Spider-Man?
Great power comes with great responsibility.
Yeah, it's facts. With great power, bro, comes great responsibility.
I watch
Yeah, no,
I
me
watch
too.
Spider-Man. I watch Marvel.
Yeah.
I watch all that.
Yeah. Hey, the new movie dropping in I think a couple months. The new Spider-Man.
Wait to watch